Welcome to LiveCast with AdziMagic.
I'm Person. Today we interview NearlyGamers.
They're a couple that met in college, they've been together for 16 years and they've been in a band for 10.
And for just over a year, they've been streaming.
So sit back, relax and enjoy.
Hey, we're NearlyGamers.
Welcome to LiveCast with AdziMagic and Person.
Welcome NearlyGamers, and thank you so much for coming on LiveCast. It is absolutely awesome. So not only are you guys streamers and musicians from the band Stonebroken, but you are also a couple.
We are.
We are indeed. Yeah.
We are.
And thank you for having us. It's awesome.
So
First of all, thank you for the invite. This
welcome.
is actually our first podcast slash interview where we actually get to talk about something other than the band.
Yeah.
People don't even ever mention that we're a couple either.
There you go. We could just do the whole podcast on just you two as a couple if you like. Throwing a bit of gaming after.
Just become a therapy session.
Yeah, I know. But no, you are right. We're in a band together. We do the NearlyGamers thing together, and we're a couple. We've been a couple for over 16 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We literally do everything together.
Literally everything. Yeah.
Which is cool.
That's amazing.
And people think it's not amazing though, because
No.
they're like, there's no way you don't annoy each other. There's no way that you do everything together and you can't, still be in a room with them at the end of the day. But it's not like that at all. It's actually really cool. We get to travel the world together, have the same experiences, do this together.
Yeah.
I think we've grown together as well. Like 16 years is a long time.
It's almost half of your life, Rob.
Exactly.
So that kind of puts it into
Yeah, it's
perspective.
quite scary actually.
That's the whole of your life. She's 16.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Wow. Yeah, it's just been incredible, to be fair. It really has.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
That is great.
And so the first thing we like to talk about on every podcast, the name NearlyGamers. How did you come up with it?
So I was speaking to Rob about this because I can actually remember exactly where we were when we came up with the name. We were walking to Subway to get a sandwich.
Wow.
It always involves food.
I mean, a lot of our lives do.
That's what it comes
Like, exactly. And we was thinking about streaming, and the most important thing is the name. Is it going to be memorable? Are people going to be able to search it, all that sort of stuff? And we're trying forever because I mean it's not just like saying Rich and Rob.
Yeah.
That would be boring. It needed to be something that was a little bit quirky, and I said, hold on, let's just like stand away from it and just describe what it is that we're doing. I says we're musicians, we're not even really gamers. And then I was like, it's like we're almost gamers.
Yeah,
Nearly
almost
gamers.
gamers.
Yeah. And then so I suggested NearlyGamers, and Rob was like, I don't know, man.
I wasn't feeling it at first. I was like,
At all. And I could sense that there was some resistance, and I was like, but I think it's really cool though, man.
Yeah.
And then after a few days he was like, okay, yeah, I've kind of warmed to it now.
Yeah. And
That's
to be
cool.
fair, it does sum us up, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like he says, we're musicians. Like gaming is our kind of our escape from like music, just like headspace, like something
Yeah.
different. And yeah, like we're not great at gaming by any stretch, but we enjoy it.
We love it. We love it. Doesn't mean that we're any good at it though.
Yeah.
Same with us.
So that's where the name came from, just literally describing who we are. We're NearlyGamers, like we're
Yeah.
actual musicians but NearlyGamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple
That's,
but effective.
That's
isn't it?
really awesome.
Yeah.
So how did you guys meet?
It was actually through music,
Yeah.
wasn't it? I mean I said earlier we've been together for just over 16 years. We actually met at college studying music.
Yeah.
Wow.
Rob was in the year below, but in the same class in college because you were studying art.
I was studying art, but doing like a part-time music course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that so happened to be your course at the time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I was doing music performance and music technology, and then there was a music theory class that was kind of bolted onto it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Rob took the music theory class, and ended up in the same class as me, and then we just got to know each other, and
Yeah.
and yeah, we actually got paired up together by the tutor, didn't we?
Yeah.
There's a really weird thing that happened. There's a really weird,
Fate.
strange thing that happened. Is we were given like a blank score. So where you write music, it was
Yeah.
just a blank sheet, and our tutor said, "Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to write the notes, and then you need to switch, and then the other person has to carry it on."
Wow.
So we do 4 bars. Yeah, we write down 4 bars of notes.
Yeah.
We switch them over, and I'm like, "Did you just give me mine back?"
Yeah.
No
Because
way.
we'd written the exact same
Exact
thing.
same. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
incredible.
I mean, it sounds strange, but
What
like,
a story.
yeah,
That's
Yeah, it was
incredible.
really weird.
and that
Made
kind
for
of,
each other right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that definitely broke the ice. You
Yeah.
know, we started off with a weird thing and
Yeah.
carried on this weird thing for 16 years.
It was almost fate.
Exactly.
I think so. I like to think so, to be fair.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then, but then we just started like hanging out, didn't we, after college, and got to know each other.
Yeah.
And then it was probably about a year after that, wasn't it, that we actually got together?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We became like good friends. And like I say, hanging out after college, like going to the chippy, you know, getting some chips, sitting
Always
on the
food.
grass,
Always
just chilling. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so how did you guys get into streaming and why?
So it was, you know what? I actually think this is the origin story of most streamers.
Yeah.
Like today, it was during COVID.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people who started streaming during COVID, and we started streaming because we couldn't go out and tour with a band. We were literally at home. It was like COVID dropped in the middle of when we were recording an album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we all had to kind of break, go our separate ways, and do nothing really.
Yeah.
We carried on writing
Yeah.
and stuff all separately. But when we realised that the lockdowns weren't in actual fact going to be 3 weeks long, it was like,
Yeah.
okay, so what do we do? Because we can't go out on the road. We can't do what we'd usually do. There's like a big hole in our lives right now. Like we entertain, we travel around the world entertaining people, and I thought we can stream from our setup here.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
love gaming. We'd actually done some live streams with the band where we did like some
cool.
acoustic tracks, and then we did like a Q&A session with the fans and stuff.
Yeah.
So we kind of took what we learned there and applied it to what we were then doing during lockdown, which was gaming a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and that's kind of how it started. And that was actually around when were the lockdowns? About 3 years ago now.
I think so. Yeah.
But then once the lockdown kind of eased, we had to stop because we had all the promo to do
Yeah,
for
of course.
the album. We've done 2 tours since lockdowns. So we had to stop. We couldn't commit to, you know, streaming the way that we had been.
Yeah.
And it was around a year ago. We've done all the cycles and everything, and we started to really miss the streaming. It had become its own thing.
Yeah.
Like we'd been out and we'd toured and we'd played to people, but there was still a different kind of feeling that we got from streaming. It was different.
Yeah.
So just over a year ago, we decided to really give it a go
That commit.
and commit to streaming. And a year later, it's been absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. It's
So-
been, yeah, it's actually frightening, like how fast it's growing,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
The past year has just been incredible.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we've kind of been like, kind of non-stop, just running with it, you know,
Yeah.
getting to meet a lot of new people. And it's amazing, like how many like people you get to meet through streaming. It's
Yeah.
100%,
insane.
yeah.
You know, and you become good friends. It's just incredible, and yeah, like it's just crazy, like to think actually, like
Yeah.
we've been doing it a solid year,
Yeah.
and the amount of good people that we've met is insane.
Yeah. And like how I mentioned.
Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
yeah.
You know,
yeah.
we wouldn't be doing this having this conversation right now
Yeah,
if it wasn't for streaming with the Nearly Gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the one thing that was kind of strange is our two worlds kind of collided right in the middle of that, didn't it? Because
Yeah.
we had a tour to go do,
Yeah.
and we had a community that was growing on Twitch, who knew us for being Nearly Gamers and not being Stonebroken.
Yeah.
So to kind of communicate that to the Nearly Gamers lot, like we're gonna go out on tour and we're not gonna be streaming for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of strange.
Yeah.
And it was the first time that we ever had to do that. But we ended up streaming sort of like 4 times on the road from like hotel rooms and
Oh, wicked.
just
Well,
and just
chatting.
like
Yeah.
just chatting.
Yeah.
Literally, so I took a whole setup out on the road. I took a laptop. I took.
You were ready.
I took a Go XLR. We had the headphones. We had the microphones. But then the hotel Wi-Fi was absolutely terrible,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it wouldn't run any of it. So I ended up just propping my phone up and using that instead.
Sat on the bed.
Yeah.
No word of a
literally.
lie. I held a piece of paper in front of the camera saying stream starting soon.
Yeah.
But I was shaking that much. I was like, okay, can you just go live now?
So I'd muted the mic on the phone, and we could see people in chat going, "What in the world is this?"
This is not normal.
And because Robyn was laughing, you could see the piece of paper shaking. You know,
Yeah.
but no, it was
an
good.
effect. She was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
doing a little.
Yeah. It was done on purpose. Totally done on purpose.
That is brilliant. And obviously, speaking about growth in your community, because I can't remember how long ago, 2 or 3 months ago, obviously I found you just by raiding, as you probably guys do. Randomly, you just said, give it a little watch for a few seconds. I was like, these guys seem cool, I'll raid them. And we came in, and the raid song, I was just like, I'm in love with these guys. I don't even care. I haven't even heard them speak yet. Like, these guys are awesome.
The vibes were just there
Yeah.
straight away.
And
Aw.
it was incredible to think like that has obviously led to this, but
Yeah.
even since that day, your followers just keep growing and growing and growing. You just keep just amassing more and more and more. Obviously, you're naturally at doing that anyway with your music. But
It's crazy. The growth that we've had recently. So when we did that tour with the band,
Yeah.
we whilst we were on the road, we had a plan for when we came back, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we totally revamped the whole stream. We redesigned the whole thing. We literally had we bought a new computer to stream from because the laptop was starting to struggle with all the things that we wanted to add
Yeah.
to the stream.
It was screaming at us.
It actually was.
Yeah.
It sounded like it wanted to take off. So just before the tour, we ordered a new. We called it the Beast. It's massive. We've got this stream PC. We upgraded pretty much all of our equipment, our cameras, the mics, the stream decks, all that sort of stuff. And when we came back, we was like, we're gonna completely redo the stream the way that we want it because we had an off the shelf kind of package, didn't we?
Yeah.
Like
I think we
when
just wanted
first
something
started.
more personal and
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that showed our personalities.
Yeah.
But trying to combine both personalities in one was tough, I think.
Yeah.
We spent about 4 days trying to pick the colour palette.
Not even joking.
Yeah.
Not even joking. That was the bit that took the longest. We came back and we was like we said to the community, give us 2 days and we're gonna
Yeah.
have this stream up and running.
Yeah.
And then got to the second day, I was like, Rob, we've not even chose out the colours yet. and we were, it was crazy. And I remember we was in Photoshop and we're trying all these different colours. And I designed the Nearly Gamers logo.
Yeah.
And I used the blues and the purples. And Rob was like, I love it. That's what we should have. and it was actually the colours, like right in front of my eyes right now. My
Yeah.
Go XLR are those colours. I was like, it's been in front of me the whole time.
It's been waiting
4
for
days.
me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
4 days.
4
and
days, and it was right there. So, but that was part of the process to finally get to a point where we're like, we feel as though these streams are our streams now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that, you know, like Rob said, our personalities come through. We recorded the raid song because
Yeah.
we wanted something that was kind of special, because raids are special, aren't they? You know.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know, and like when you and your crew came in, it was great, you know, and it's always a talking point, like, yo, what's that song?
Yeah.
And that's it, it's a conversation starter.
Hey, let's go.
Yo, Adzi. And it's just a little glimpse into who we are straight away.
Is
You know, and
the greatest raid song, raid intro. I don't think anyone on Twitch has got a better one. I've seen loads, and honestly, it is incredible. I just raid you every time I finish stream if you're there, just because I want to hear it. I'm like, let's go, it's raid.
our plan's working. No, that's awesome, and thank you for saying that.
Yeah,
'cause
thank you so much.
It does mean a lot.
Yeah, it's so unique as well. It's
Yeah.
like you get so many songs that people like for raids, but when you
Yeah.
can make something that's your own, it's so cool.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And I think all but one of our alerts are all custom. They're all us in the other room.
Yeah.
wow.
Look, in the other room, just there, I'm pointing my thumb at a wall, but the other side of that wall is an actual recording studio
We'll trust you.
that we have.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so that's where we did them all. You know, every time we get a sub, a follow, and everything, it's all like no one else will have it because it's ours.
Individual,
so yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Next.
I mean, it's meant to be your question, but I can read it out.
No,
if you
I
want
was gonna talk, we were going to talk about,
Okay.
because we've kind of gone through all of that.
Yeah, okay. So
So-
you said a little bit about how your other band members came in for a couple streams, but we haven't seen them recently. So do they get involved? Like, what do they do? Do they come in? Are they mods? What kind of happens?
No.
No?
Yeah, no.
They rarely come in, if I'm honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Disappointed. Get them.
I hope they're not even VIPs.
They're not.
You know, I don't think they
They're
are.
not. I don't think they are.
Yeah, we need to get on that, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if to be fair though, they don't come in, Rob. So
No, I know. Yeah,
true, yeah.
no.
but no, like they're not really in the world of Twitch.
Yeah.
They
Fair
both love gaming though.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They absolutely love gaming.
Well, to be fair, Key started his stream journey a couple of months back now,
couple
right?
of months ago, yeah.
But I think he's just put that on hold for like temporarily, maybe. I'm
Yeah.
not sure.
Yeah.
And Chris definitely wants to start streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're
He-
gonna get involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I think with Key, 'cause, I mean, if you real about it, like streaming is not as easy as people probably think.
No.
Yeah.
It's not just about you fire up the game, you hit the go live, and that's it. There's a lot that goes along with it. There's for one, it's how your stream looks and the alerts that you have and that sort of stuff. But it's also about entertaining people and making people feel welcome, and chatting and that sort of stuff. So Key did do it for a while, and he's kind of like taken a step back from it at the moment. But Chris, he's been in the planning stages for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
wow.
Yeah.
And I hope that he hits the go live button soon, because I think we have got him over 50 followers and he hasn't even gone live.
Every
He's
week,
ready to
every
be
week
affiliate.
that-
He doesn't know.
Exactly.
Legit.
Exactly.
Every week that I see Chris, so are you going to go live anytime soon? Is it happening?
Yeah, I'm just sorting a few things out, just making sure that I've got everything where I need to be.
Yeah.
And also I can't decide what game I want to play either. I'm just like, anything.
Yeah.
Just go. Just do it. Don't look back.
Yeah.
I think Chris will absolutely smash it though. To be fair.
Is okay. So Chris has got a really good personality.
Yeah.
He's a really funny guy, and he can do this kind of casual chatting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good at it. So I hope he does start, because I think he'll absolutely smash it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's unique for you because obviously I mean, there are couples who do Twitch, but not many. But one of the things that Phoebe and I both struggle with sometimes, particularly when you're starting out, is when your chat's very slow, there's not many people in, and you're like, oh, I've got no one to talk to.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously you two have got such a great chemistry and dynamism, if that's how you say it.
Dynamic?
Probably not, yeah. The dynamic between you two is amazing.
Dynamism, I like it though.
Dynamism.
Dynamism.
I don't even think that's a word.
I'm gonna start using that one.
He's trying to be too posh. He's trying to be too posh.
So being able to bounce off each other straight away is a good head start.
Yeah, exactly.
It is definitely easier as a duo than it is, streaming as a solo, because like you say, we can bounce off of each other and we can just ramble between us both.
Yeah.
If the chat's slow, then I'll just be like, just talking any old random stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it is true, and as well, I mean, the contrary to that is sometimes you don't want to talk too much to each other because someone in chat might not want to intervene in that chat.
Yeah.
So it is there is a balance, but when we were first starting out, and believe it or not, even though we've been in a band for 10 years, when we first started, we were streaming to like 3 people.
Yeah.
There wasn't a huge crossover in terms of like the band fans coming over to see us play games, because that's completely different.
Yeah.
So it was very much like that in the early days, where we'd hit live, there'd be a little intro that no one would be in, and and then we'd go straight into some games.
And the people that was viewing us was me, and the other 2 people that we were playing with at the time.
Just the squad,
Yeah.
But we used to have fun doing it, and that was the point. Is we always wanted this to be fun. If it wasn't fun, we shouldn't do it. And
I was going to ask about obviously the crossover between the band and the stream. Like, have you never been tempted to just mid-set at a gig with thousands of people there, just go, get your phones out right now, download Twitch, type in NearlyGamers, hit follow. That's all you need to do.
Has anyone got an Amazon account?
It's free, guys. It's free money.
If you're not using your Prime, and make sure they lock the doors before you start saying that, so no one can leave.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
I mean, obviously the temptation's there. I mean, we've got a captive audience, but no, we've never kind of crossed over into Stonebroken's world.
Yeah.
We kind of let that be its own thing, and we let NearlyGamers be its own thing.
I think as well, it's a chance for people to get to know us before they know we're in a band.
Yeah.
And
because
to meet us as people.
People do view us differently if they have come from Stonebroken's world into this world, and they will talk to us slightly differently in that.
You're famous.
This is the thing. The thing. So like, we were walking through Tesco the other day, and a woman ran at us because
I jumped so bad
because she wanted a photo with us. So the difference between that and people like just popping into chat saying, "So what goes on here then?" It is
you guys are
two
shit
different worlds.
Fortnite. It's like,
or as I got recently, if you want to follow, take the L.
Oh wow!
And I was like, yeah,
excuse me,
not that bad.
No,
I did it anyway. I was like, yeah, hit that follow button.
So like we've got this really good friend called Gary, and we've gotten to know him recently.
Yeah.
And again, it was the raid song that got him hooked, right? And but from there, because he came in on someone else's raid, and then he heard the raid song, he liked all the stuff that was going on when was chatting when the raid came in, and then he got to know about Stonebroken during that raid.
Yeah.
So he went and checked us out. and he absolutely loves the Stone Broken stuff.
Yeah.
And he said it's actually quite embarrassing now. He said all of his stats are just Stone Broken, Stone Broken, Stone Broken, Stone Broken. But we've actually become like really good mates with him, and in conversations, because he was on about getting a new guitar, and I said he was on about the same kind of guitar that I play. And I'm like, I'm endorsed by that brand. And he was like, you know what? It's really strange because I knew you first as streamers, and now I know you. Obviously, you're in a band, but I can never make that connection. Like that we're in a band that actually like has done pretty well.
Like a proper band, not like a
you know. So, but I think that's the beauty about it is that we have people who don't know who we are coming in to watch us stream.
Yeah.
Rather than the opposite way around.
Yeah,
you know?
And that's got to be weird as well, because obviously when you do a gig, everyone's expecting you to turn up, so they know who they're getting, what they're getting, and what to expect. But when they click on your stream for the very first time, like you said, they have no idea who you are. Have you had any of your fans randomly find you and go, "Holy shit, it's Robyn Rich from Stone Broken"?
We have. Yeah, like someone came through with someone else's raid again, and they came in like, you know, when they put all the raid emotes into the chat and stuff. So they've done that and was like, welcome on in, welcome. And I was like, hold on,
I recognise that.
are you from Stone Broken? He was like, yeah. He's like, no, I came to see you last year in Glasgow.
Yeah, that was recently actually.
Yeah. You know, so we've had a few of those moments. Yeah. You know, so which is cool as well, you know, and that's what I mean. We don't cross promote. We don't even use like our personal social media to promote Nearly Gamers, because that's predominantly Stone Broken. Yeah. You know, so it's been a cool thing to have it separate. Yeah. And also we're building like a secondary community that then will eventually find out about Stone Broken. And then you know, so it's not just like taking the same fans from one and bringing them over to another. It's actually like building a brand new community, which is cool. Which is what I think it's better that way.
Yeah, because people can get quite like obsessive because they're like, I know you guys, and I knew you when you were tiny and you were a band, and now I followed you, so nobody else can be in our little club because it's mine. And so they don't want anyone else to come in, and they get quite protective. So it's kind of good that you've got some random, like just a bunch of people who just found you. So if the Stone Broken people do come over, it's not like, whoa, you've just stolen them. It's like, no, we've just been here the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll probably get the odd one who comes in and is like, really fucking hate that Stone Broken music. It's terrible. But these guys are so funny.
This is true. There's people that have that we've gotten to know that don't like rock music at all.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, you know what? I can actually listen to that one song from that one album.
Yeah.
You know, so but that's a win in my book. Yeah. You know, 100%. So there's definitely going to be people out there that don't like music, but then they like us as people. Yeah. 100%. Which again is wicked.
Yeah.
And I was going to talk to you about some Fortnite. No, we'll do that in a minute. Some stats, obviously. So currently you're on 952 followers.
We are
48 away from 1,000.
Yes, but, the big milestone.
Yeah, you've already streamed for 1,237 hours.
We have,
which equates to 52 days. Of streaming.
Wow.
I like doing that because people never look at those stats. Like... And then when you work out, go, literally spent 52 days of my life streaming.
Yeah, Rich is the stat guy. I'm just like, yeah, cool.
So before the band, I was a data analyst. So
wow.
So like stats are my thing.
So many dads. So many dads.
He literally knows everything. That's cool.
Yeah, no, I mean 52 days is just insane.
That's crazy to think. Like every stream just like flies by.
Yeah.
Like it seems. And we did a 24-hour stream a couple of months ago to celebrate our 1 year.
Yeah, the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah. And we'd done like 12 hours before, right? Mm-hmm. But a 24-hour, we wanted to just like, you know, make it this momentous thing, and we totally got this. We can do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it was kind of I threw the idea out to you. I was like, "What do you think? We should do like 24 hour."
So I did try and make the idea not happen. Not in a bad way, but like I tried to be like, yeah, well, we could just do a 12-hour again.
What about,
You know,
what about a 3-hour anniversary stream? Then?
Yeah, exactly. Just like, straight to the point.
Short and sweet.
But Rob, but Rob really wanted to do a 24-hour.
Yeah.
Do you want to carry on, Rob?
And to be fair, I thought on the whole it went absolutely amazing.
Oh, it did.
And but by
hour 16, I remember.
yeah,
Hour 16, there was a noticeable change.
I went from like laughing and smiling to just like deadpan, like just spaced out. I was like, oh no.
So I would be talking with chat, and Rob would be like,
Everyone kept thinking my camera had froze.
yeah. They're like, hey, Rob's camera's froze, and she was like,
This is
I'm
just
like, oh, my bad. Yeah.
Deal with it now.
You should have just said,
Broken
yeah, I
me.
don't know what's going on. The camera keeps freezing. Then just turned it off and let it
Yeah.
snooze.
Yeah.
But it was good though. It was
I was
good.
quite proud of us, to be fair.
It was an experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure. And I enjoyed it, and I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
something
again,
to
like,
look
it's-
back on.
Exactly, and it's moments like that where, like you wouldn't normally stay up for 24 hours.
No.
So it's stuff that's challenging and keeping.
Although I will say, the band has done a good job at priming us for that moment.
I mean,
though.
to be fair,
Yeah.
we've had some sleepless nights.
Yeah, we've done shows where we've done 2 hours and we've had to get up, like 2 hours sleep, and we've had to get up to catch a ferry to Ireland to play the next show.
Yeah,
So we're
Used to it.
we're kind of used to it. I mean, it's not something that I'd want to do all the time.
No.
Like a 24-hour. I mean, KBD, he does some long streams.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's crazy, and he will do them like every day of the week,
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
like it's nothing. And I'm just like,
Crazy.
hey, fair play.
yeah, absolute props
Yeah.
for sure. But
Yeah.
my my bum got numb. You got to definitely walk. Just get up and walk.
So we edited like a 15-minute video of like clips throughout the past year.
Yeah.
And we played that like 3 times during the stream just so we could have a walk around.
That's a great shout.
Yeah.
Just going to put the clips back on.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, just pretend you have.
Yeah.
If you've seen it already, it's fine.
Yeah, just
You haven't
yeah.
seen it yet.
But it was great though, because we would just walk around in here just to stretch the legs, and and every now and again we'd just come back to the computer like every minute or so, and people would be like laughing in the chat and and this and the other. So yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, because with KBDs, he sits on the floor as well.
I know.
I know.
Like,
I
Yeah.
mean, he does have to
It's
get
mad.
up a lot because of the
Yeah.
twerking, but
True.
yeah,
This is
yeah,
true.
to be fair, he does get some
Yeah,
exercise, so
a
it's
lot.
fine. Yeah. We wanted to move on into Fortnite.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
what is your best game or your most kills in a game sort of thing?
Oh
Ooh.
If you can
wow.
remember.
I think it's either 13 or 15. I think it's 15.
Okay, that's
Yeah, I think it was 15 kills.
Yeah.
Mine probably is like around
It's not far from 15.
like 12.
Yeah,
11
something
or
like that.
12, something like that. I'm too busy like just off on my own journey most of the time in Fortnite.
This is true. Oh, and don't ever let her drive the car.
He's
He's
terrible. He's terrible.
yeah, but
Everyone's
like
like, oh god, he's in the car again.
the whole chat is like, are you letting her drive? and so I've done my best to avoid getting in a car or on a motorbike or anything
Yeah.
with Rob until a stream this week where she's like, no, Rich, we got to get away from Storm. Jump in. I'm like, okay. So I'll get in.
I'm annoyed.
Yeah, I'll jump in the car. The first thing she does, crashes into a tree and flips the car.
Yeah. I don't know how I do it.
And I'm like, never again. I'm not doing it. I'm just gonna make my own way.
To be fair,
Yeah,
Rob,
I
Takes
mean-
longer.
I feel your pain there because it is very hard to drive. I am a terrible
is.
driver in Fortnite
Yeah.
and GTA and any other game that I play. But
Yeah.
I think Fortnite is one of those ones where the cars are so sensitive. Like,
They are.
I'm hitting a leaf and it's stopping
Exactly.
my car. It's a leaf.
Okay, but the thing is, Rob had the big tires on,
Oh, okay.
and they are fine off road.
Yeah.
They
So
are.
it was the fact that Rob just can't drive in Fortnite.
But to be fair, growing up, have you heard of a game called Burnout Revenge?
Yes.
I used to play that
too
game,
young.
and it was all about just crashing the car
Yeah.
and getting as much like
Damage as possible.
Yeah.
And so I think that's like kind of just kept within my brain, and I just just go off on a rampage.
It's Rob just going around crashing into absolutely everything.
Yeah.
Rich is like,
She's going for it. It's her target. It's not like she's trying to drive the car. She's trying to hit things.
Yeah. She
It's
just
your
wants to
teammates,
smash
yeah.
every building.
to your teammates, Rob's like, just don't mind her. She's fine.
You know what? Rob's favorite season was when the battle bus. You could actually get in it on the ground, and there was
Oh,
like a turret on the
yeah.
back. That was
Yeah.
Rob's favorite season because she could literally just drive through buildings.
Yeah, it was immense.
Yeah.
It was so good.
So
No, that is cool. And so, with regard to Fortnite and stuff, because we asked about that because that's the game we've primarily seen you play, but I know you play
Yeah.
other games.
Yeah.
Do you just dip in and out, or do you have like a schedule for?
so I mean, it's Fortnite mainly.
Yeah.
We like throughout the past year we have we've done a bit of a switch. So we would play Fortnite and Warzone. And then we just pretty much went all in on Warzone for quite a while, didn't we?
Yeah.
And it's only really the past sort of 4 or 5 months that we've switched back to Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we try and keep the schedule as consistent as possible so that everyone knows what's happening for each stream. And
Yeah.
like on a Saturday we'll have community games where we get games in with the community on Fortnite, and people look forward to that now, because it's the only day really where we get games in with everyone that wants to get a game in.
Yeah.
But that's what makes it special. We kind of make sure that the theme of our streams have always been we just want to entertain people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and have as much fun as possible.
Yeah.
And Fortnite is genuinely like the game that we're like both of us are really enjoying at the moment.
Yeah.
And I think that's visible. Like if you can have a laugh with your squad as you're playing, you know, then the chat feeds off of that. And like we are really enjoying Fortnite at the moment.
Yeah, but I'm also really enjoying like the community day where we get to have games with everyone on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Because it's scheduled in. People will come along and they'll be like, this is the day that we can get games in.
Yeah.
And we try and get at least 2 games in with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So that gives you a chance to get to know them, ask them a few
little bit,
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's as structured as we can make it without it being too regimented.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I mean, if I'm totally honest, most of our streams are just chatting right now.
Yeah.
Like on Sunday just gone, we ended up playing 2 games of Fortnite, and that was it. Yeah. The rest of it was
we
just
rabbit on, man.
I mean, we do. We can really talk, and but it's difficult to get us to stop sometimes.
Yeah.
I said that last night when I came on my raid. I was like, holy shit, you're actually playing a game.
I know.
Fortnite.
Exactly.
It's so rare.
Yeah, like we'll have someone like coming to the stream, after we've been live for 3 hours, and they'll be like, "Oh, any wins yet?" We're like, "This is the first game, so we'll let you know."
What's that
See how
so
it
good?
goes.
Yeah. So, but no, I mean, like we're really enjoying that that element of the stream now. Like,
Yeah.
I actually resisted it a bit in the past because we started this off because we wanted to entertain people.
Yeah.
But also because we were going to be playing games of an evening anyway.
Yeah.
So we wanted to kind of combine the two. And I remember Rob saying, we should just like, instead of just being like, we do 20 minutes and then we're into games, we should see if people just want to chat a bit more.
Mm-hmm.
And I did resist it a little bit. I was like, I really want to play some games, but like it's become such a massive thing. And I think it's due to when you first start, it is more difficult to keep everyone engaged and talking and chatting and stuff. But now, I mean, just try and shut us up. Really, it's like it's tough. You know, we just keep on talking and keep on talking.
Yeah, because we have to start the stream off with, "How's everyone's day? What's everyone eating today?" You know, that's always the first thing. And then it just snowballs. Yeah. I mean, everyone, you know, eats and drinks. So I'm just like, okay, tell me what you've had to eat and drink.
Yeah. You know, like someone's aunt where you go over to the house. Oh, have you eaten today? What you had? I mean, it's a very typically British conversation that we have. You know, and but yeah, we do just want to catch up with people.
Yeah.
You get to know them, and you want to make sure that everyone's had a good day. And if not, then we're here to entertain you to make you feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
So
100%.
Yeah.
Totally. What we got next? Oh, is there anyone you stream regularly with?
That we stream with?
Yeah, or play regularly with. Like, have you got a squad? You talked about a squad earlier, but do you play with lots of different people, or are you like, no, we're playing with these guys more than everybody else?
Yeah, I mean, we have like a group of friends, don't we? That we, that we gel well with. That we have good vibes with, and it's good for entertainment. You know, like we've got a very good friend called Nasha. Who streams also, and that's how we met. I actually found him on TikTok when I was scrolling, and he was into he was into Warzone at the time, and it was like just a little skit video. It wasn't even like a gameplay video, but it was funny, and I was like, oh, this guy's on TikTok. I'll just go and on Twitch. I'll go and take a look at his profile. He was live at the time, so I was like, I followed, and for the first time, I'd followed someone on Twitch, and they asked me questions in the chat. They was like, "Hey, NearlyGamers, how's it going? How's your day been?" And it was really chatty, and that had never happened before. So we started talking, and then when he streamed again, I went back in, and we just built up a bit of a rapport, and then we started streaming again. Like a month or so later, and he popped into one of our streams, and it was kind of like, I can't believe this guy's coming to one of our streams. This is like role reversal right now. And since then we've been like best buds.
We have, like, we see each other regularly. We meet up for drinks and coffee and food mainly.
Is he local to you? No.
So we're in the West Midlands, and he lives in Essex. So it's about a 3 hour. Okay. So it's a 3 hour journey. But like he got to know again about the band, and he came to see a show when we was on tour. And we took like advantage of him coming to a show, and we hung out. We did the two birds one stone thing, and it was great. And we've had that like friendship ever since. We were down there a couple of weeks ago, cool. just hanging out, and he was rebuilding his stream, so. I went and installed some more RAM into his PC.
So you got that close, he'll let you touch his computer and everything. He's a mod, isn't he, as well?
He is. Yeah. And he's very much like us in that he always wants to improve his stream. And we talk about that a lot. But he's and as well, like, he's got a fantastic personality. And he understands streaming, which helps. And we've also got friends like Day, who is called Dead Stereo.
Dead Steve.
Or Dead Steve. And we've known him for years.
It
was I don't even know how many years ago it was. It's got about 4 or 5 years now.
It was when like Verdansk was just a thing, I think.
When it first came out, So Nash, Day, and Gary as well. He's also a streamer as well. Who we got to know fairly recently, but again, we all just, like, all of us get on like a house on fire, don't we? And it's nice to have like a little friend group that was kind of like born through gaming.
100%.
Definitely.
That is really cool. I mean, other than Phoebe, obviously, who I was there when she was born. The people I play with are people I've met in my community, and then one of my IRL friends as well, but
Yeah.
it was you that got me into Fortnite, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
all I played was FIFA and Warzone, and she was
Oh,
like,
really?
yeah, she was like, come play Fortnite with me, Dad. I was like, no, I'm not doing any of that building nonsense. Like, and she was like, no, honestly, Dad, there's a 0 build mode, you'll love it.
I was like, hear me out. He was like, never again. It was awful. That one time I played it, it was awful. And then I was like, I'm telling you, it's just so much less stressful than Warzone, where you're like, he's sitting there stressing and sweating his head.
Yeah.
And I was like, just
Swearing at my
come play
PlayStation.
Fortnite
Yeah.
with me, and we'll just go around shooting people and driving over people. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
And
It's definitely more relaxed,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. I remember my first ever game of Fortnite, and this was before the no builds as well, and it was a solo game. I didn't know how to jump out the buzz. I didn't know how to do anything, so I was just spamming a load of buttons. And then I landed at a house and hid in the bathroom for most of it, and then just got killed. So I was like, I really need to learn about this game.
I think that is the standard Battle Royale experience for anyone. They're just like, whatever you do, hide for as long as possible.
Why would you want to go and see people? No.
Yeah.
I only get one life. I'm not losing it now.
This is last person standing. I'm gonna hide.
Yeah.
Become the bush.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm pretty sure that you, your next game, you went and hid in the skip.
Yeah.
You know, one of the big bins.
Yeah.
I know all the good hiding spots.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
I mean, it took me a lot longer to come around to Fortnite than Rob. I think I was a bit like you, Adzi, where I was kind of like, isn't it like for kids?
Yeah.
You know.
It's cartoony.
Yeah. Well, like where I was like, no man, I'm gonna go and snipe some people on Verdansk.
Yeah. Because I'm cool.
Yeah. You know, because these are real mercenaries on the ground.
It does feel like that though.
It does. You know, and then I was like, okay, I'll download it, and I didn't like it at first at all, but I gave it a chance, but it's a really fun game. Like it's our main game now, you know. So
And they do it so well though. Like it's always interesting. You've got things to do. You got the quests, and as well as the characters, like as alternative like people playing the game.
Yeah.
Seeing all the tattoos and piercings on the characters is sick.
It's awesome, to be fair.
Yeah, so I think that's what they do really well. They cater for a lot of people.
And the crossovers as well, because like I mean at the moment it's like Transformers.
Yeah.
But they've done Spider-Man, they've done Superman, they've done so many different crossovers, and I think that's what they do really well. And the game feels fairly balanced. I mean, I know a lot of people were complaining about the ODM gear and that sort of stuff, which I understand, you know, but it was something fun. And you know, so but like compared to Warzone, where there's like a meta where you've got to use these guns, otherwise you're not gonna survive. It becomes a lot more casual and a lot more fun to play than always just thinking, oh, I need to go to the loadout so I can get my MP5 or my snake shots, and you know, so it's just it is a way more relaxed thing to play, and you can read chat whilst you're playing it as well. You know, so
you can hide in a skip or a toilet, you know.
Exactly. Rob's the best at doing that, you know.
I find as well, I think the skill-based matchmaking on Fortnite is way better than it is on Warzone, because on Warzone you'll just be absolutely fried by an absolute demon.
I'm pretty sure I went up
or a hacker,
like
I call
17 times.
Anyone who kills me is a hacker in any
exactly.
game. Hacker.
I mean, I think we've all fallen victim to calling someone a hacker. But then afterwards being like, I don't think they were. They were just really good.
Yeah.
They were just really good. And then it turns out that it was like some sweaty 12-year-old who wasn't even trying. You know.
One hand on the controller, one hand eating a pizza.
Closed.
Exactly.
One hand on TikTok.
But I remember there was one person. We used to do 1v1s on Modern Warfare where we'd do I say 1v1s. It was a free for all, so everyone we'd go into like shootouts or something like that, and we'd have like snipe only games.
Yeah.
And I remember there was this one person who was new to the community, and they came in. There was like, "Oh, can I join?" I was like, "Yeah. It's an open lobby. You know, we don't have like the mics on in game, so it's not so much of a risk from a stream point of view." So I was like, "Yeah, you can join in. That's fine." And he must have been like early teens or something, because he got his sniper and he started doing all these 360s and slide cancelling everywhere. And I remember I burst out laughing on stream because I walked up to him. He was doing all this sort of stuff in front of me, never even got a shot off. And I just went bang. but he said just before we went in, he says, "Is it okay if I record this?" I'm like, oh, here we go. It's going to be on TikTok. It's going to be on YouTube Shorts.
We're going to be made to be a fool.
Yeah. But then when he got into the game, I was like, oh, it's okay. It's fine. But yeah, no, I mean, it's you don't get these kind of experiences anywhere else, do you?
No.
Other than streaming. So no, it's cool. But no, like Fortnite, we even started to do some community stuff in Fortnite, like 1v1s and.
Yeah, the creative side of Fortnite is absolutely insane.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Good, actually.
Yeah, we was looking yesterday, and there's so many maps to choose from.
Yeah,
I know. It's insane. When we
have you done?
When we play KBD's customs, we have to. He'll put in the custom code, and I'm there putting out the longest code ever. Like, wait for me! I'm just trying to count the number. There's too many to choose from.
Have you guys done the only up in Fortnite?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And what was your thoughts?
I'm terrible at.
Absolutely awful.
I think I got about 230 meters. I got past chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then. Yeah.
I see speedrunners on TikTok and I'm like, that is easy. You guys are doing it so... That is so easy. I could do that.
Yeah.
And then me and his girlfriend and Mags, who I was playing with in customs, we were both just there screaming, and I could hear Dad and KBD from the other room going, I can hear Phoebe screaming through the walls. I was like, yeah, that's me.
There's an only up motorbike one as well.
Okay.
Is that?
We did that in customs the other week, and a little bit easier.
Okay.
As in, you get higher quicker. So I think I got to about 400 meters in that one.
Nice.
But it's still like these guys. I kept saying to you, didn't I? I should probably practice this because it'd probably help with my movement in game.
Yeah.
But
it actually does.
It does.
Yeah. I found that.
How have you guys found it and got on with it?
I mean, we've not completed it.
No. I can't remember. I think I got up to like 900. No, I think I was over 1,000 meters now.
Just over 1,000 meters.
Yeah.
I think we both got to about the same point.
Yeah. I was stuck on one thing. It was like the really narrow gates, and I'd managed to get to one side.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm never going to complete this, because at that point I always fell off. And I managed to get to literally the other side. I was like, yes, right, I need a 5-minute break. But I'm just going to put my controller there and just not mess with it. And then I picked it back up and then fell off immediately.
Oh, no.
The next part, I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done.
I've been done him from stick drift as well. So like, we're on controller and if it's drifting forward, your character just kind of goes, wee. I'm like, no.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
You idiot! Why would you do that to me?
So yeah, but it's fun though. It's fun. I can only have like 2 or 3 attempts at it. Like what happens is if I fall all the way down, I try and speed run the start and just keep falling really quick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
You definitely need a lot of patience.
That's the thing, and I've not got a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I can just about last about 10-15 minutes playing that. Nah.
Yeah.
I need to try that the motorbike one out though.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Although in my driving, maybe not.
Although, Rob, you can sit on the back as a passenger.
Oh, well, there we go then.
So I did that in the customs because I got fed up of falling off. One of the guys is absolutely cracked at them on the
yeah.
motorbike, so I just sat on the back and he just drove me all the way up.
Nice.
We got to about
Nice.
900 metres and I was like, yeah, sick. Obviously nothing to do with me.
Yeah, GG's.
And you can emote on the back of the bike and still be a passenger, so you can just do that
Nice.
as well. So yeah, fun
Wicked.
times.
Yeah, that's definitely. We definitely need to do that then.
Yeah, we should try that one.
Have you guys got a favourite skin? Or do you mix it up?
So I've got one right now, and he looks like it's like he's got a superhero costume on, but it's not like a known superhero.
Yeah.
But he's got a ducky, like a rubber ducky, on his chest. And NearlyGamers, we've got an emote that's a dancing ducky, and it's like a big part of the stream. So that's who I'll run right now because you can do this thing where it beams the ducky in like a hologram from the chest.
Yeah.
So that's the skin that I'm using right now.
So it's effectively the NearlyGamers skin, right?
It is actually.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what we just stole it from Epic. We're like, this is ours now. So
Yeah. And I tend to use Ragsy a lot.
yeah.
I'm using the all pink outfit at the moment. I've got the Deadpool version.
Oh, cool.
It's basically like Ragsy variants that you have, isn't it?
Yeah. I keep checking the store like every time it updates and seeing if there's anything new. But yeah, that's kind of my go-to really.
Like I've got so many different skins
Yeah.
and I use one.
Yeah. What about you guys? What skins are you running?
I change mine all the time.
I do, yeah.
Like 1 minute, I like the Miles Morales Spider-Man one, but without the hood.
Gotcha.
So
Right.
that has to be without the hood. And then we're all WWE fans, so I was
Nice.
because I haven't been into Fortnite very long. I haven't got that many skins. I was
Yeah.
desperately waiting for John Cena to come back in, and he came back in about a month or so ago. So I was like, I'm getting that skin.
Yeah.
So-
I think it's actually like in the store right now as well.
It is
pretty
as well,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
He just
Sorry.
runs around going, "You can't see me," constantly, no matter what. I'm like,
Although
thanks,
sadly,
Dad.
No,
everyone.
but
can
now
see.
you can put those gauntlet gloves on and like no one can actually see you.
That's
Yeah,
true,
it's
actually.
He's got a point.
Oh, my
There we
God.
go.
That's a TikTok right there.
Exactly.
Do the emote and then put the gloves on.
Yeah.
Job done.
Yeah.
What about you?
Sorted.
I don't run any in particular. I'm kind of just like, whatever's there, whatever looks pretty, and I think, oh my gosh, they look so adorable, and then I'm like, I like that one.
Yeah.
It changes all the time.
You like the one
Yeah.
where you can check, they come with about 85 different outfits.
Oh yeah, I don't know what it's
I
called.
can't remember her name, but
The
yeah,
something.
you can dress her in anything you absolutely. It's like you got a whole wardrobe with that one character.
Oh, really?
No way.
Yeah, it's
No
just-
way.
you
It was
can
quite an
change.
expensive one, but it was one of the
Yeah.
ones that you can do loads with, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
use
yeah.
that one quite a lot.
Yeah, like that.
Nice.
Feeling the mood, putting in dark colours or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Feeling a bit grungy.
you can tell what mood she's going to be in by the character that she's got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good indicator, though.
That's
All in
cool
good.
though.
That's
All in black. Not
Yeah.
really a
Not
fun
sweet.
game.
Yeah. Don't talk to me. Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
So, do we want to move on?
Yes.
Music a little bit. Okay, so
Sorry about this. I know this is a podcast that you were looking forward to not talking about music.
oh no, it's absolutely fine.
but you guys
Yes.
are amazing. So, tell us a little bit about Stone Broken.
So Stone Broken is our band.
It is.
We've been in the band for just over 10 years now.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We started out. We've been in bands for a long time. Like we said earlier, me and Rob met at college studying music,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been in and out of bands for quite some time. It was actually the band before Stone Broken that almost made us quit music completely.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a good 2 years off of playing any music or even picking up our instruments, didn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then we, like I said, I was a data analyst, and Rob was it a till supervisor or assistant
Yeah.
manager?
Yeah. Basically, yeah, both.
So we were doing like the life thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we used to work not too far from each other. So on our lunch breaks, we used to meet up in the middle, didn't we?
Yeah.
And have lunch together and then go back to work. And there was this one lunch break, and I almost had a mental breakdown to Rob. I said, I've got to do something. I've got to do something musically. It's killing me not doing anything. So we decided to find a rehearsal space where Rob could set up a drums and I could crank up my guitar and we could just make some sounds. And before we knew it, we got a place and we had two other members within a month or two.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, it was scarily fast.
Yeah.
We met our bass player Key. My parents met Key before we did.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious because, I mean, Key is a really shy guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he used to work at a pub
Yeah.
where they used to play a lot of rock music, and Rob's mum and dad are really into rock music. And Rob's dad was talking to someone in the pub saying, "Do you know any bass players? My daughter's looking for bass players to join the band." And someone pointed at this guy behind the bar and was like, that guy plays bass. It's like, oh, no way. So we went there. Rob's dad went up to the bar and he said, "Come over here." He said, "You play bass?" He was like, yeah. He said, "Oh, my daughter's in a band and they're looking for a bass player. Would you be interested?" And it was like, I'll speak to him. Next thing you know, Robyn's dad's got his phone out and he's taking photos of him like this. He comes back and says, "Hey, Rob, I've come across this bass player in the pub." And Rob's like, "Okay."
Here's his
That's what it looks
whole
like.
life story
Yeah.
right
yeah.
here.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Did you get a number?"
Yeah.
He was like, "I've got more than a number. I've got photos. I've got a backstory,
Full
I'm like,
profile.
oh,
I
Yeah.
know everything about this band. Basically
Exactly.
living together.
So that's how we got to know Key, the bass player, and he was in a band with our guitarist Chris before Stone Broken. So it's kind of like two different bands merging together.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's kind of how we formed, and since then we've brought out 3 albums, toured America, Europe, Scandinavia, the UK. We've done quite a lot. So yeah.
It's amazing. We discovered it, like obviously from your stream, and we both love rock music.
Amazing.
So we can't
Awesome.
wait to announce your next UK tour, and we're
hell yeah,
booking some tickets, definitely.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
it's I mean, right now we're writing again,
Yeah,
some new material. So once that's ready, we'll be out on the road again after that when we've released something new.
yeah,
How exciting.
Yeah,
hell yeah,
and that's kind of where we are at the moment. Like we've had like since COVID, we've had our schedule's been up and down because
it has, yeah.
the first tour back, it was postponed. It was rescheduled 4 times
Yeah,
Wow.
because like new restrictions would come in, and then we'd have to push it. So it was a really weird time to be in a band. And yeah, we've managed to tour twice since then. So now we need to give people new music, and that's
Yeah.
what we're kind of working on right now.
yeah. We're very busy behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool. It's I wouldn't change it for the world, you know. We get to, well, I always dreamed about being a musician, and either like a full-time musician or working within that background anyway.
Yeah.
And being able to do music and play drums, which is like my absolute passion. It's insane and it's incredible, you know. I sometimes I just have to sit there and think, wow, we've actually done a lot as a band,
Yeah.
and as people, right?
Yeah.
And it's just incredible, you know. I absolutely love it, and we're fortunate, and yeah, I don't think we take this for granted at all.
you can't. I mean, like if anything, COVID was even more of an eye opener. That
Yeah.
like, we can't take anything for granted.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
we get to go around and perform songs for people,
yeah,
and we get to do that as a job, and that's pretty cool.
That's
you know,
awesome,
so
yeah.
yeah. But and now, like you say, we're getting different people in to listen to the band through a completely other medium. You
Yeah.
know, through streaming games and talking nonsense to people, really.
Yeah, 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 exactly. And it was lovely to see because we toured in April this year.
Yeah.
And it was lovely to see some of the community from the Nearly Gamers side come to a show.
Yeah, that was
cool.
yeah, and that was the first time that had happened as well.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, like when we're on stage, in between songs and when we're talking and that sort of stuff, usually you get people like, because we've got a fan group called the Broken Army.
Yeah.
You know, and people will usually like, it's not a heckle, but they go, Broken Army, like this.
Yeah.
And when we did the tour last time, we had people shouting, "Let's go!" You know, and I'm like, "Hey, yo, that's I like that.
Let's go, it's rain. When's someone coming on?
It's my favourite.
More. You should throw that one in, just randomly during a set.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean,
One
to be
is a
fair, the
really quick
community,
one.
yeah, the community have asked for a longer version of "Let's Go, It's a Raid."
I have, yeah.
Yeah. So you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
I mean, people have written songs about far more like weird stuff. So,
Yeah.
I have.
you know, writing a
Yeah.
song about a raid,
Yeah.
I reckon
Exactly.
you should do it.
The thing is, when we did our first ever Stone Broken stream on Twitch, we put out this big promo thing to all of our fans, and they were like, "What's a Twitch?" So, hence why the crossover was never really a thing. You know, so if we was to say, you know, this is Let's Go to Raid, people were like, "Raid?
What are we doing?
What's a raid?" You know.
Give me a leather jacket. Hold on.
So yeah, but that could be quite funny, and like Rob said, we have had people like request a longer version of it, and it was really strange. The first time that we got a raid after we had the raid song, we go into other people's streams afterwards, and they get a raid and they start singing it themselves, like a cappella, you know, like, and we're like, no way.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Honestly, it's awesome. I absolutely love
Thank
it.
you so much.
I think, like, did you know when you wrote that, this is a banger? Like, this is going to be, like, everyone's going to love this raid song.
no, this is the thing with music in general. You never know how a song's going to be accepted or perceived or how people are going to react to it. So
I mean, if we're in the studio and we're like tapping our feet and saying, "Oh, this is actually quite a good vibe," you know, I think that's a pretty good barometer, of how people are going to perceive it.
yeah, I mean, like every bit of music that we put out there, as in like we've got a ton of music that no one will ever listen to.
Yeah.
Because if we don't like it, then we're not going to show anyone, basically.
Yeah.
So we make sure that we get past that wall first, which is, you know, that we enjoy the song.
Yeah.
And that was we applied the same thing that we'd apply to a Stone Broken song to every bit of music that we've done for the stream. But it's the only one that I'm singing on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so it's different. It's not just guitars playing a thing. There's words, you know, people can sing along.
Yeah.
And we was like, yeah, it sounds cool. It's something different. We didn't know just what kind of impact it would have.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. So
Yeah, it really has.
yeah.
I think, like, just that one thing alone will attract people to your stream. I think just to listen to it is so... It just, like, it just shows exactly who you are. And like you said, that's what you wanted. And instantly you raid these people and you're like, yeah, these guys are cool because they've got an awesome raid song. And it's rock music. Who doesn't... I mean, I know there are some people who don't like rock music.
Yeah.
But in general, like, I had no idea until about 10 seconds being into your stream that you're in a band. I was just like, this is a wicked raid song. It's so cool. And then I also thought instantly, I wonder who wrote that. And then you realise,
the details.
oh yeah, they wrote that themselves. That's really cool.
Well, like we've learned a lot from being in a band.
Yeah.
You know, like when we needed to make an impact with our songs,
Yeah.
We knew that we had to put like this song at the start of an album because that's going to grab people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've applied that to what we do in Nearly Gamers. You know, from even down to a community building kind of thing. We've grown Nearly Gamers very, very organically.
Yeah.
We haven't gone viral on any platform.
It's because we're really bad at social media. That's why.
We rarely post on social media, if I'm honest. It's really bad. And it's something that we need to get better at. But what we've applied the same thing to what we did with the band is we're going to work hard to be consistent and to have fun doing what we do, because that at the end of the day is what's going to make people vibe with you. If they can see two people having fun constantly for 4 hours, then they'll stick around. If you're going to be raging and getting frustrated, and then people don't really want to see that all that much, do they?
I mean, there is an audience out there for that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
You know, but I don't think we'd ever be like that. I literally, in life and in everything that I do, I really don't take myself seriously at all. And that's just my thing. Like, I'm either taking the mick out of myself or out of Rich. Well, I know he can give it back, you know. So
I mean, this is another thing. I mean, this is why we've been together for 16 years.
Yeah.
Because we can just banter with each other.
Yeah.
I have noticed, though, Rich, you know, if you need someone to talk to, mate, your community just seems to bully you quite a lot. Robyn never seems to get any sort of...
No.
Everyone loves Rob.
This is true.
Rich, sometimes it's like I saw you the other day. You put the camera just on air, and we're like, right, fine, see you later.
Yeah, I'll just be like, okay, then, well, see ya.
And then you get people commenting, yeah, that's better.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you know, I think over time it will start to chip away at my heart. But no, I mean, like it's all part of it, and I think the reason they do that is because I play up to it as well.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I'm cool with it for now. But yeah, I do get the brunt of it, don't I?
You do.
Yeah.
And as well, I think it's you know, if someone's had a really bad day at work and they come into the stream and they're just like, yeah, I'm gonna tell Rich he's ugly today, you know. If it helps them relieve some stress, then it's all good. Like, I know they don't really mean it, you know.
Hey, how good day? It's not true.
You know, so yeah, it's I do you are right, Adzi. I do get bullied quite a bit on the streams. But I've learned to deal with it. My therapist is on a good whack. I pay them very well, and they sort me out.
Post an hour or two post stream, every stream. Right.
Exactly. I sit back. I'm like, yeah, well, the other day there was this one person who came into chat, and they were just for a constant 30 minutes, just
bullying me relentlessly.
Relentlessly. Yeah, it's the text to speech that's worse because Brian delivers it in such a bad way.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a cutting insult, but
really
it's delivered
is.
by a monotone text to speech voice.
Yeah.
So
But it's good that you've got a supportive partner who absolutely wets herself at absolutely everything that comes out of that situation.
Yeah.
exactly. She was like, "Oh, Rich, did you really want to say?" I was like, "Yeah." Mm-hmm.
I got that one.
Rich, write that down. That was a good one.
Yeah, exactly. That's been a thing before. So we've got someone who's in the streams called Demooses, and every now and again, he's such a creative person.
Mm-hmm.
He will write little poems about what's happening in the stream at that point. And he'll put them through text to speech, and every now and again, there's one that's that good that I've got, like you know sticky notes on Windows. I've got a whole sticky note just dedicated to his poems.
Yeah.
And they are incredible.
That's awesome.
They're incredible. Yeah. So, and some of them, yes, they will be aimed at me. And Rob's like, "You gonna save that one?" I'm like, I mean, it was good. So yeah, but I mean, yeah, it's part and parcel. And I just know it's banter at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
I guess because for you guys, obviously being in a band, like I take it, like you're the front man, Rich, and then you get
Yeah.
to hide behind the drums, Rob. So you're not, but you interact with your audience, but you can't really hear what they're saying back to you.
Yeah.
Whereas this way, with Twitch, anyone can type whatever they want.
Yeah.
So
and they do.
that's probably why you love it so much, because you're like, it's the complete opposite side of what you've been getting with regard to the music. You're now getting feedback immediately.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's exactly that. Like, I am right at the back of the stage, and I can see probably 3 or 4 rows, where there's like this whole place is like literally full of people.
Yeah.
And you know, there is some banter back and forwards like during the show. Yeah. But sometimes I'm either like messing about getting the next song sorted, or I've dropped a stick, or I need a drink or something like that. So I'm not necessarily like concentrating on that. But like listening to everything and watching what like everyone's doing, it's just entertaining for me. It's amazing.
I can let you know now, Rob. It's pretty much the same. Like, I'll get bullied on stage as well from the people in the front row.
Yeah, in case you missed it.
So like, yeah, I mean, in all seriousness though, like being in a band makes you have a thick skin as well.
Oh yeah.
You know, if you used to ever go onto the Stone Broken YouTube,
everyone's got feedback for you.
I mean, everyone's got an opinion, right?
If I went on there and read all the comments, I wouldn't want to surface from my bedroom again.
Yeah,
you know, it'd be one of those. You know, but you got to have a thick skin about things, and that helps. You know, so like sometimes when it is banter, you know it's banter, and you can take it as banter because you know, and not everyone can, which is, you know, not a slight on anyone. But we've had it for 10 years.
I mean, and I've grew up in a very bantery household.
Yes.
You know,
it's so different to what I grew up with. Some of the things that Rob has said to her dad in the past, I would never dream of saying to my dad. And they're fine, and that's fine.
Yeah. We're laughing like this, to be fair, because it just cracks us both up.
Yeah.
But that's our personalities, you know.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I am like, I wouldn't say I'm a pro at banter, but you know, I can give my fair share.
Yeah.
Better than Rich, at least, you know.
Yeah. I just have to take it. That's all I have to do. I'm just a verbal punch bag. It's all good. I'm gonna get my little violin out.
Yeah. So we're obviously doing this podcast now, but you have briefly spoken about the Nearly podcast. Tell us a little bit about that. How far in the pipeline is that? Where are we? Is that set in stone? What's happening?
So at the moment, it's an idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'd call it Nearly a podcast, you know, because we, again, like Rob said, we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Yeah.
We've never hosted anything like that, but before Twitch, we'd never hosted a live channel either. So with how the streams have become now, where I say that we're 2/3 just chatting. We've had quite a few people, you know, say, I'll listen to this through the car stereo on the way back home without the screen on, just listening. And there was like, it sounds like you're just hosting a podcast. And we're like, really? You know, so we've started to work on developing the idea with a plan to launch in, not, I won't say the near future, but it's in the pipeline. We've kind of earmarked the name on Spotify, and that sort of stuff. But now we just need to get on and create the content and realize what it's actually going to be.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, but it feels like kind of a bit of a natural progression to go on to, you know. So
100%. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, when we, like Rich says, like when we first started streaming, it was mainly about the games and just, you know, chilling, hanging with your friends and stuff. But now the streams have kind kind of flipped and become a lot about just chatting, right?
Yeah, just hanging out with the community.
Yeah, and so it does actually feel like a natural progression, and I don't know, like the next step, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And again, it's like it's another form of entertainment, and that's who we are. We're entertainers.
Yeah.
We like every aspect of our life is about entertaining and making people enjoy themselves. You know, whether it be at a show, whether it be in the stream, and I think that having a podcast could be another way to entertain people. You know, that's because at the end of the day, that's who we are. That's what we want to do.
Yeah.
And we might as well give it a shot because, you know,
What have we got to lose?
you miss all the shots you don't take.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, exactly that.
And we all know that you're going to have the best intro and outro music. Honestly, finding the music for our podcast, we listened to thousands of sound bites.
Yeah.
Until I was like, do you know what? I dislike this one the least. Let's just go with that.
Yeah.
Whereas
It can be a grind, to be fair. It can be a grind.
Like, the world's your oyster.
You know, so like, we were looking at some assets for a video the other day, and we were going through an audio library of like sound beds for videos and stuff, and they all sound the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very samey.
Yeah, and so yeah. I mean, it would have to be like us, wouldn't it, from start to finish?
Yeah.
You know, kind of like with the raid song, we'd have to just have our own little thing that is just, you know, this is us and welcome to Nearly a Podcast. You know,
I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, man.
But it's still in its infancy. We'll work it out over the coming months and hopefully have something.
We'll be looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much.
We will definitely listen. 100%.
Awesome.
Nice. Don't judge though.
I'm judging very heavily. We'll be stealing all your tips. What do you mean? We'll be like, they're doing this better than us and this better than us.
It's alright. We'll only judge you, Rich, anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the feedback. Robyn was fantastic. And Rich, on the other hand.
Yeah.
Get him gone.
If it could just be Nearly a Podcast with Robyn.
Yeah.
Fine.
That'd be perfect. That'd be that, you know what? You joke, but that's gonna be some feedback. I can see it already.
Someone's gonna write that. It won't be.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I did mean to say earlier.
It'll come up as Magic Adzi.
No idea who that person is. I meant to say earlier, I use your heart filling up emoji everywhere.
Oh really?
On every it's such a cool little emoji, and I'm like, or emote, not emoji. What am I talking about? Emote. It's such a cool little emote. But you might, Rich, need like a little broken-hearted version.
I know.
This is true, actually.
But what I might do is just grab that emote and just animate it so I can press a button and it just pops up on the screen. It fills up and then just cracks. Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Well, I mean, you see, this is another thing. When we were creating our emotes, the one thing that we thought was we don't want it just for our channel.
Yeah.
We want people to just be able to use them.
Yeah.
You know, everywhere.
Yeah.
And the heart one was the first animated emote that I ever made.
Oh, was it?
And yeah. And it went down really well. We had one slot for animated emotes.
Yeah.
First.
You're right.
And that was the one I thought, okay, what could be something that everyone would use, that everyone knows? I mean, we're all gamers. It's got to be an 8-bit heart that just like fills up, like, you know.
Yeah.
Classic.
Well, I'm so glad that you use it though. That's literally what we had in mind when we created.
That's amazing feedback as well. Yeah, we appreciate that.
You know what? Just because I said that on the stats guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can tell us how many times it's been used, can't you?
So I got the information on how many times Ducky has been used since it came in, and it came in April.
Yeah.
It's been used 364,000 times.
You joking?
No.
That's incredible.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And outside of our channel, it's been used 42,000 times.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's incredible.
It's mad.
Because it's
and
a good one for when anyone's playing music. You always get those little emotes, dancing emotes, don't you? And
Yeah.
whack it in
Yeah,
there.
I do it. I've gotten a gifted sub from you guys, I'm like, yes, have a little bop, have a little dance, my little ducky.
the thing is now, because we've got Ducky and Dino in our Discord, you can actually choose if you are Team Ducky or Team Dino.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it changes the colour of your name to either yellow for Ducky or like a teal blue for Dino.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
It's
cool.
like gonna have some
Yeah.
serious debates right there.
I know.
We've had people switching already.
Yeah,
Like, they've chosen Ducky one day and I'm thinking, no, I'll go for Dino today
Yeah.
instead.
yeah. It's one of our mods. He took it upon himself because I told him the stats for Ducky, and the stats for Dino, and he said this month I'm going to make him a mission to have Dino as the most used emote.
Yeah.
and at the moment this month Dino's had over 100,000 uses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my
And Ducky's only had 80,000. So
Is that him though?
Yeah.
Just constantly.
I mean, but I think he's having secret conversations outside the stream, like, come over to Team Ducky. You know what I mean? Come on my side. We need to get him to the top. You know.
So,
So
question is, do you represent one of both? Like, are you Team Ducky? You Team Dino, or?
I mean, I don't think so. But so you know how we spoke about Nasher earlier.
Yeah.
When we are on his stream,
Yeah.
he gets everyone to spam the emotes, and when Ducky is spammed, that's when Rob goes in, and then when it's Dino,
Yeah.
he's like, "Have we got a Dino?" And then that's when I go on the stream. So, like, it's not like a formalized thing, but
They've been assigned to you.
yeah, they've kind of been
Yeah.
on Nash's stream anyway.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm impartial. I can't choose whether it's Ducky or Dino.
I'm Team Ducky all the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
Straight in there. You didn't even have to
Not
hesitate,
messing
Rob.
about.
You were like
I
that.
know.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Shocking.
I'm gonna tell everyone that.
Oh, that's fine.
Although
I'll
Rich,
tell everyone. Yeah.
your Fortnite skin.
This
the
is the
duck.
thing.
But
Yeah.
they haven't got a dinosaur one.
Oh, no, they have. You bought one, remember?
Oh yeah, I've got a full on dinosaur skin.
Yeah.
Yes, I've seen that.
It's I think it's Jonesy, isn't it? In like
Yeah,
a
Jonesy.
full
Yeah.
dinosaur outfit. I've got that. But it's like it's an actual rubber ducky. Do you know what I mean?
I know. Yeah.
So-
Like proper represents it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's so many rubber ducks around the studio now. It's actually insane.
So many rubber ducks around the studio.
I mean, I've got that one.
Yeah.
Someone from our community bought us one back from Greece.
Yeah.
That's so
Love
cool.
that.
There's so many.
They'll be throwing ducks at you on stage.
I
We've
know.
actually got like dinosaur duckies.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
there you go. That's a combination of the two.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean we're sorted for rubber ducks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If there's
Some
ever a
more
rubber duck
dinos.
shortage, you know,
Yeah, we're good.
Exactly.
We're good. We got them covered.
that's the next business. Selling,
Yeah.
selling them.
Exactly. Supply and demand.
The next album cover.
I mean, maybe.
I mean, there could be a little Easter egg in there. There
Just
could be like a little
just-
ducky somewhere.
Maybe on
Yeah.
the back or yeah.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah.
on like the sleeve of your t-shirt in the
Yeah.
picture, you know.
Yeah.
Hey,
It
that
could
would be sick,
happen.
actually.
Yeah.
There you go. But what does the future hold for you guys? Where are you going next? Like obviously musically takes precedence, I guess, over streaming.
Yeah. I mean, the band is like I say, it's our day job really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what we do. So we are, like I said earlier, we're in the process of writing new material, and then getting back out on the road again.
Yeah.
And along with new material always comes a massive promo package of TikToks and
Yeah.
um,
We need to start learning the dances.
no, I've said this. I'm not doing TikTok dances. I don't care who tells me to do them. I'm not doing them.
Yeah, I know.
And then aside from that, we want to just continue doing what we're doing with NearlyGamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like we said, since March, the trajectory that we've been on has just been absolutely incredible, and we don't want that to stop. So we're gonna keep on going, and then branch off into the podcast thing. And see what happens there. The only thing that we want in life is to just be comfortable doing the things that we love. That's all we don't want, I know it sounds weird, like that we're in a band, we're streaming, but we don't want like the stardom kind of fantasy rock star thing. We don't want that. We just want to be comfortable whilst doing things that we just love doing.
I think because we're probably the least rock and roll
rock band out there.
100%.
Not even joking. Not even joking. Like,
you guys are very laid back, aren't you? Like,
like, I mean, we've had so many comments from people who work at venues and people who are in the industry, and they're like, oh, usually there'd be like a load of beer and vodka and everything like backstage, and we'd be like, no, I just want some Vimto, please,
and a cup of tea.
I'm not, and that's not even a joke. Like that is legit.
Come off stage, get that kettle on. Get some biscuits on the go.
I tell you what. My post-show beverage is a can of Pepsi Max. It is, and I can't. But the thing is, I can't have that before a show because it's got caffeine in. Caffeine dries your throat out, so I can't sing after caffeine.
You can't have dairy. You can't. It's so strict.
It sucks really, doesn't it? Like I can't have milk, cheese, any dairy, and any caffeine throughout the day. So when I come off stage, can of Pepsi Max.
That's it. Straight in there.
Yeah.
And Rob puts the kettle on, has a cup of tea.
Exactly.
And maybe a slice of pizza. Maybe.
It's got to be some food in there somewhere.
Exactly.
Of course.
I love that.
So shall we kind of wrap up a little bit?
I think we're about done.
So thank you guys again so much for coming on the podcast. It's been just such an honour to meet you, to get to know you. It's been amazing, and you guys are awesome. Do you want to go and tell everyone a little pitch of where they can find you, where they can find their band, where they can kind of watch you and stuff?
So if you want to come and check out a stream, it's twitch.tv/NearlyGamers, or NearlyGamers on any other platform. And for the band, we are called Stonebroken. Stonebroken.com is where you'll find everything, or just search Stonebroken on a good search engine. We'll be there.
You say that,
but
like
guys,
there are search engines that
no one uses Bing.
I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys as well, because it's been absolutely awesome. I've had a great time with you guys. And just thank you so much for asking us. It's incredible, and like I said earlier, like the people you meet through streaming and doing certain things, it's just incredible, and we're forever grateful of it. Same.
So like literally I've said this to you a billion times, and even to the point as well, like when I'm ending stream, I always ask my community, right, who's live, who can I raid? But like I've obviously got 4 or 5 streamers tabbed up, and 9 times out of 10, like, just raid NearlyGamers.
I just want to hear that raid song that I'm out.
This is it. They're like, yeah, we'll go in there. We'll hang out for 5 minutes, and when the song ends,
honestly,
that's
thank
awesome.
you guys, for all the support. It means the world.
And like seriously, like we mentioned earlier on, like we don't post anything. Well, we do, but we don't post a lot on social media and stuff. So a lot of what has been integral to our growth is people like you coming in with raids and sharing your communities with us. It doesn't go unnoticed, and we're super grateful for it.
Same with us.
I mean, and that to me is what streaming is all about, and building a community and sharing a community is like the next thing on the list is build one and then share them with people. You know, because it's super important. And we've got, you know, a load of streamers that we've gotten to know, or not even know personally, but we enjoy their streams. And that's who we tend to share our community with, is people that we vibe with. You know, so thank you for sharing your community with us, for inviting us onto this podcast, and for doing what you do.
No,
thank you.
Welcome. No, so thank you. And I, you know, lastly, can't wait to come and throw rubber ducks at you, Rich.
Lovely.
Stone Broken gig.
I look forward to it.
I'll have a whole bag of them.
Okay, one thing I will say before we go, the weirdest thing I've had thrown at me on stage is I had someone throw a demo, not an EP on stage at me, but it wasn't a CD, it was a full vinyl.
Oh wow.
Literally
Frisbee.
Literally.
It was insane.
I was literally playing the last chord of the last song, and I just see this thing in my peripherals just like heading towards me. I just like grab it like that, catch it. Everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, that was really dangerous.
Don't do that again.
Who threw this? Who threw
Go into the naughty step.
So like, I can just imagine me right now just having to bat away like little rubber duckies. Like, come on.
Well, no, it's me as well. You'd be like, Adzi, get out.
Stop it now, Adzi. I don't know how many more you've got. Just stop.
Rich, catch this one.
Awesome.
Oh, that'll be hilarious.
Thank you so much, though, guys. Honestly, it's been a pleasure, and have a lovely evening.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
If you've made it this far, we applaud you.
Thanks for watching us and our little chats as always.
Don't forget to like or subscribe.
Both.
Both.
Thank you.
Game over.